Right, it's Thursday. I'm here with Wanderers manager Marc White for a weekly catch-up. How you doing, Marc?
Fine, thank you, mate.
Good stuff. Right, as we do, as per the norm, let's look back at the last game to start things off. Obviously, we visited Southend last Saturday, lost 2-0. Can I just get your thoughts on that one?
Well, we went into that game sort of more depleted than we've been all season, really. And then, just when it couldn't get any worse, positively, Macca's Gemma went into labour, so we lost James overnight as well. So we went into it really. We had to mix and match the team a little bit. We had to play a shape that we weren't really overly enthused to play against, and we wanted to play a different shape. But we were sort of drawn because some of the boys that were on the bench hadn't played in a long time, and we had to play a few boys that hadn't played in a long time, like Barry Fuller. It was a big ask really. And then we had to play two of the new boys that barely know even how we play yet. We don't have a lot of time to work with them boys. Talking Archie and Joe, because obviously we're part-time, and we had the Torquay game that was midweek. So I think since Joe and Archie joined us, we might have had 2 training sessions. And when you put it into context, we're not able to do as much as we want. So yeah, we went into that game really undernourished. I think the facts of the matter are, it was a penalty and a dead ball off the back of the bloke's head. We had more shots than Southend. We had 60% possession to their 40%. Done pretty well second half. So I didn't really think there was a lot in it, if I'm honest, between the two teams. But the game was sort of indicative of where the two clubs are at the moment. I think Southend on a great run and very well drilled, especially defensively. And, went on not on the best of runs, and really largely due to the mix and matching, largely. So, but again, positive with the possession. We've still got, in the top 3 last third entries in the league, we've still got the top 2 possession in the league. We're obviously addressing different areas at the moment, and we look to put it all together soon, which I'm sure we will.
Okay, and we'll talk about Saturday's game in a second, but I see this week you've brought in 2 new lads, 2 additional lads. Jasper Pattenden from Wycombe, and today the club announced that Joe Walsh has come in on loan, goalkeeper from QPR. Yeah,
it's a lot of new faces for us. We don't really go down that new face route, but as I'll be explaining to the boys again later, that this is all about Dorking Wanderers. It's all about where we are point in time. It means that everybody that's a player here, they've still got ample opportunity to get themselves in the side. But I thought it was important we bring in competition really all over the place. Jasper is a first-class winger. He's in a Briggs mould really, the way he plays. That's how he plays, best way of describing him. We know him from Worthing. Marc Beard, had him at Brighton. Top lad, intelligent footballer. He's pursued his pro career at Wycombe. Could have moved to a lot of different clubs. He's done really well for them. They love him, and he's no stocking filler. This boy is a first class player. So the fans are going to see that Saturday. This is someone that's a really, really good player. And Joe Walsh is gonna be a real. The fans might see it as a bit of a blessing, really. Dan Lincoln and Slav do a job. I think they do a similar job, really, in terms of the way they play. Dan in particular last year was immense with our promotion winning year. Slav obviously is a club legend and stalwart, but it's important that I think at the moment we play a back 3 predominantly. We've got 9 defenders for that back 3 at the moment, 9. And it's important that sometimes goalies fall foul of thinking, well, because I'm a goalie, if someone else is coming in, my career's ended. But really, it should be like no other position. There has to be competition. Joe Walsh, I really believe, will be a Championship or Premier League goalkeeper. This is a keeper that's like no other that I've seen. Very mature for 20 years old. He was a £500,000 signing for QPR. He's really well regarded he's got the old-fashioned part where if the ball's there to be won, he's going to go and get it. He's 6'4", big lad, and I've been really impressed by him. So he'll bring something we've not got, and we don't have that big I'm going to come and claim it presence. As a result of that, I ask, you know, Slav and Dan, I really do tell them to stay at home. We tend to set up defensively with quite often a spare man, but you know, it makes a big difference, really big difference. So Joe's going to be coming straight in Saturday for sure, and you know, with Jasper, Archie, and Joe, who's done brilliantly. You know, the biggest challenge we've got really is how many new players can you play at once. It's never ideal, especially when your team is built on continuity and the way you play. So there's a bit of a tricky one for us there, but it's a good problem to have. And you know, it's important that the boys here on loan embrace the club as much as I want the club to embrace them. So yeah, exciting times really. Some really good ones there.
Yeah, absolutely. And after 2 games on the road, we return to Meadowbank on Saturday when we welcome Bromley for a league fixture.
Yeah. Look, you know, similar spell to us really on paper, but it just, listen, you know, even people around me go, oh, you know, they're not doing this, they're not doing that. The league's not won on emotion. It's won on a Saturday afternoon or a Tuesday night. That's where you win your points. You've got to be better than the opposition. You've got to be working at it behind the scenes. No doubt Andy Woodman, fantastic manager, proper manager. He'll be doing his bits down there. But I think in this division, you know, I honestly mean it. I think, obviously, we've got a lot of work to do. We are rebuilding this year, and we're rebuilding quickly. We're learning quickly. But I do think that had we had players in 2 or 3 positions to date, our league position would be a lot different. And the possession stats and the things we're doing well show you actually it could be a lot different. I mean, you've only got to look at one column for us, goals conceded. You know, if that column was even 25% less, literally we probably have about 8-9 points more because we've actually got the goals scored. So we don't fall for the emotional shit. We look at it factually. We know where we are. We know what's not been good enough. We know what is good enough. We know where we are. The boys are all bought into it, and you know, that's it's exciting times really. It's exciting times, and Bromley, it's just a National League game in a division where anyone can beat anybody. So we just get ready for that game.
Okay, and then the games come thick and fast, and hopefully it's third time lucky. So it's been postponed twice already. We're back off up to Halifax on Tuesday night for a league fixture as well.
Yeah, let's. I mean, weather ain't great. Let's hope it's on Tuesday. Yeah, and we look forward to that. And we've really enjoyed these away days this year. They're all first, aren't they? Went to Torquay, loved it. Apart from the last sort of couple of minutes equaliser. But yeah, we're enjoying it. So we look forward to Halifax, and again, you know, I think went to Solihull, got a result off the back of getting beat by Ebbsfleet. I went down and watched that game. This division, you know. I think there's a couple of teams you don't really expect there to be too many shocks with. The obvious ones, you know, Chesterfield, Wrexham, and Notts County. Their results are pretty much where you expect. But everybody else, you know, this league is you know, it's a tight league, and it tells you that really. 2 wins or 2 defeats make a big difference to where you are on the table. It's still at that point. So yeah, but we've certainly got a lot of players to choose from. But it does mean the boys that have been injured, Nicky Wheeler, Bauman, Barry Fuller, returning, Isaac, there's boys that we can take a different view on. With so many boys in the building at the moment, we can take a different view on whether we give them an extra week's training without rushing them and then putting them back in that high risk situation. So, but looking forward to Bromley. I think it's going to be a really big attendance. Our fans are amazing at home. We've got an awful lot of fans who sometimes can't join us because they play football on a Saturday afternoon. Their games might be off. Hopefully they'll be there. They'll get tickets as well. Looking like a bumpy crowd, this one.
Yeah, absolutely. And on that note, obviously the Premier League and Championship's now on hold due to the World Cup. So we put it out online, but anyone who hasn't seen it and is watching this, if you're a Premier League season ticket holder, turn up on Saturday at the gate, just show your season card or Championship for that matter, And for adults, it's only £12 to get in, and for concessions, £9. So great value, National League football. But all you've got to do is bring your season ticket, show it at the turnstile, and you get a nice hefty discount for Saturday's game.
Perfect.
So finally, just
Full house.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dorking Wanderers.
Dorking Wanderers, which we launched earlier, which is
1,999 cans donated.
Yes.
From people in Mole Valley.
Yes. Yeah, that's it.
And they're going to go to, I'm assuming, people that need the cans.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the Dorking
Great
Area
initiative.
Food Bank, which is just up the road from Meadowbank Stadium.
Yeah, they do amazing work.
Church do fantastic work, and our goal is to collect 1,999 cans from our supporters and our sponsors and our members.
How do they get them now?
So basically, there'll be collection or drop-off points, if you like, at the turnstiles before the upcoming 3 games before Christmas. So Bromley Saturday, York City next Saturday, and Maidstone the 13th of December.
So someone don't nick them.
Absolutely, yeah. And what we collect at those 3 matches, we will take straight up to the food bank, so they can continue their fine work and distribute for the people that need it locally. So if everybody could just turn up with 1 can, we would hit our target across those 3 games. So
yeah, okay.
Let's do what we can.
Let's hope it's not all the ones that people don't use, like plum tomatoes.
Yeah, and just have a look at the best before date.
Best before date, yeah, cool. Great initiative, Chris. Love that.
Good stuff.
Dorking Wanderers. Let's pack out Bromley. Great time. FA Trophy draw Monday.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Is it Tuesday the draw?
I thought it was Tuesday, but
no, it's Monday.
It's next week.
Yeah, Monday it'll be. FA Trophy draw Monday. Lots of games coming up.
Yeah.
Christmas fixture list. Like it's all there for us. There's going to be great times. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watch the space.
And we will make sure that obviously when that draw's been made, we'll announce it online. So,
yeah, cool.
All right, Mark. Well, thanks for your
Cheers,
time.
mate. Cheers,
See you on
Chris.
Saturday. See you soon.
Thanks, mate.
Cheers.